reading essays guiding you toward knowledge, refinement, and a deeper understanding of the world. Alexander Pushkin's Eugene Onegin and the Captain's Daughter. Knowledge and refinement can never remain the exclusive domain of a privileged few. Each of us possesses the potential to learn through life experience, understand the world, and grow personally. Reading is one of the most powerful and accessible tools to achieve this. Books reveal worlds we have never visited, help us understand the hearts of those we've never met, and provide opportunities to reflect on our own lives and seek better directions. Today, I will introduce you to two masterpieces by Alexander Pushkin, often called the father of Russian literature, to share the joy and depth that reading can bring. Eugene Onegin and the Captain's Daughter. These works are not merely stories from a distant past. Instead, they transcend time, offer deep insights into the essence of human nature, raise questions about life's fundamental values, and deliver messages still relevant to us today. Knowledge and refinement are not innate traits. They grow naturally as we expand our horizons and contemplate ourselves through reading. So let us journey together into Pushkin's world without hesitation. 1. Alexander Pushkin, the foundation of Russian literature. Alexander Sergeyevich Pushkin, 1799–1837, is celebrated not only for launching the golden age of Russian literature but also for establishing the Russian language as an artistic, expressive medium. Without Pushkin, the works of later literary giants like Tolstoy and Dostoevsky might have taken on a different form entirely. He lived during a turbulent historical period, including the Napoleonic Wars and the Decembrist Uprising, and dedicated himself to capturing the lives and spirits of Russians in the most beautiful and precise language possible. Pushkin was not merely a skilled storyteller. He worked across genres as poetry, prose, and drama, to fully explore the potential of the Russian language. He harmoniously combined national sentiments with universal human emotions. Though his works were written during the Romantic era, they already contained the seeds of realism, influencing future generations profoundly. Though his life was brief and tragic, his legacy shines eternally in Russian and world literary history. 2. Eugene Onegin, a drama of a hollow life and misaligned fate. Eugene Onegin is a poem novel that Pushkin spent about 8 years to complete. Combining the lyrical beauty of poetry with the narrative depth of prose, it brought unprecedented innovation to Russian literature. While written in rhythmically rich and poetic Russian, the story resonates powerfully with contemporary readers. 2.1. Plot and key characters. The story begins with the young aristocrat Eugene Onegin, wealthy and attractive but caught in deep existential weariness and nihilism. Social pleasures and luxurious festivities no longer hold any meaning for him. He returns to his rural estate to inherit his uncle's property, where he meets Vladimir Lenski, a young romantic poet, and Lenski's pure-hearted lover, Olga. Lenski also introduces Onegin to the Lena sisters. The older sister, Tatiana, is timid, introspective, and deeply devoted to reading. She is powerfully drawn to Onegin's unworldly demeanor and, with much courage, writes a love letter to him. Yet Onegin coldly rejects her, declaring himself unsuitable for love and failing to understand her sincerity. Later, Onegin unknowingly provokes Lenski's jealousy by showing excessive kindness to Olga. Consumed by jealousy, Lenski challenges Onegin to a duel. Though reluctant, Onegin cannot avoid the confrontation due to social expectations. Tragically, Lenski is killed by Onegin's gunshot. Grieving and full of guilt, Onegin leaves his estate and wanders away. Years later, Onegin returns to St. Petersburg society and encounters Tatiana again, now a refined and elegant countess. Surprisingly, she is now a married woman of high status. Touched by her refined charm, Onegin becomes passionately infatuated and writes her a fervent love letter. However, this time it is Tatiana who refuses him. She still loves him but maintains her moral integrity, declaring that she is already married and must uphold her duties. Onegin is left alone, filled with regret and despair. 2.2. Core themes and implications. Hollowness and meaninglessness, the superfluous man. Onegin is the quintessential superfluous man, a person who possesses everything but feels nothing. He reflects the existential emptiness of Russia's intellectual elite and resonates with the modern individual's struggle to find meaning amidst material abundance. Irony of timing and fate. The tragedy of Onegin and Tatyana's love arises from misaligned timing. Onegin's failure to appreciate her sincerity and Tatyana's ultimate choice to honor societal duties reveal the cruel truth that love is not always fulfilled as we wish. This prompts us to reflect on lost opportunities and belated realizations in our own lives. Social conventions versus personal desires. The duel between Onegin and Lenskaya, and Tatyana's final decision, demonstrate how rigid societal norms and morality can overpower individual emotions and rational judgments. These moments challenge us to consider what truly matters in life. Growth and change. Tatyana's story is one of inner strength. Despite her rejection by Onegin, she grows into a morally resolute woman, choosing to uphold her values rather than be swayed by emotions. In contrast, Onegin's growth comes too late, teaching us that every moment is an opportunity for self-improvement. The complexity of human nature. Neither Onegin is purely evil. He is a complex, contradictory character who embodies our inner weaknesses and regrets. Tatyana, too, is multifaceted, combining innocence with resolute strength. Pushkin's ability to portray these characters' inner depths brings the multifaceted nature of humanity to life. 3. The Captain's Daughter. Humanity and Duty Amid Chaos. The Captain's Daughter is Pushkin's only full-length novel and another masterpiece of his literary world. Set against the backdrop of the 18th-century peasant uprising led by Yemelyan Pugachev, it vividly portrays how individual destinies intertwine with the turbulence of the era. Written in a more straightforward and accessible language, it is also an excellent introduction to classical literature. 3.1 Plot and Key Characters. The protagonist, Petr Grinyov, is the only son of a conservative noble family. At the age of 20, he is sent to the remote military fortress of Orenburg to begin a military career. After getting lost in a harsh winter, Grinyov encounters a mysterious stranger and, out of kindness, gives him his fur coat. This act of generosity marks the beginning of his journey. In Orenburg, Grinyov meets Captain Mironov, his family, and their only daughter, Masha Mironova. Masha appears shy and delicate but possesses inner strength and purity. Grinyov instantly falls in love with her, and the two develop a pure and innocent romance. However, their relationship faces challenges due to the jealousy of another officer, Shvabrin. The story takes a dramatic turn when Yemelyan Pugachev, pretending to be the dead Emperor Peter III, incites a massive peasant rebellion. Pugachev's forces capture the fortress, and Captain Mironov and his wife are executed for refusing to pledge allegiance. Miraculously, Grinyov survives, thanks to the stranger he once helped, revealed to be Pugachev himself. Grinyov is spared out of gratitude, but he refuses to pledge loyalty to the rebel army. Pugachev is moved by Grinyov's honesty and integrity. Meanwhile, Masha is taken hostage by Pugachev's forces. Grinyov risks his life to rescue her and confronts Pugachev again. Touched by their love, Pugachev helps them escape, acting almost like a patron. After the rebellion is suppressed, Grinyov is falsely accused of collaborating with the rebels and arrested. Masha, braving all dangers, appeals to Empress Catherine II, successfully convincing her of Grinyov's innocence. The two are finally united in a happy ending. 3.2 Core Themes and Implications. Honor and Loyalty. Grinyov remains steadfast in his honor and loyalty to the emperor, even when faced with death. His refusal to swear false allegiance to Pugachev highlights the importance of personal integrity over blind obedience. Love and courage. Masha evolves from a timid girl into a courageous woman, fighting for her love through extreme adversity. Her actions demonstrate how love can inspire extraordinary bravery and resilience. Moral choices. In chaos amid the turmoil of the rebellion, characters are constantly forced to make moral decisions. Grinyov chooses the right path, while Pugachev, despite his cruelty, shows compassion toward Grinyov. These choices reveal how individuals can maintain their morality even in morally ambiguous situations. The value of forgiveness and mercy. Pugachev spares Grinyov and even helps him and Masha. This portrayal adds depth to his character and underscores the transformative power of forgiveness and mercy, transcending class and ideology. History and individual lives. The novel shows how vast historical events intertwine with the lives of individuals, illustrating that history is not just a record of events but the struggles, loves, and choices of real people. It reminds us to understand history not only as facts but also as a source of human values. 4. Common messages from the two works. In search of life's wisdom. While Eugene Onegin and the Captain's Daughter differ in setting, form, and mood, both transcend their time to explore universal truths about human nature and life's wisdom. 1. Deep insight into human nature through characters like Onegin, Tatyana, Grinyov, and Pugachev. Pushkin vividly portrays emotions such as love, jealousy, regret, courage, and desire. These characters help us better understand both ourselves and others. 2. Questions of society and the individual. Both works highlight how social norms and conventions impact personal lives. Onegin's duel and Tatyana's choice to honor duty, as well as Grinyov's adherence to his values, compel us to think about personal freedom, responsibility, and balance within society. 3. Growth and change in life. Grinyov's journey from an impetuous youth to a mature man and Tatyana's transformation from a village girl to an aristocratic lady represent the universal human journey. Imperfection and growth through hardship are inherent to life. 4. The power of language. Even in translation, the lyrical richness of Pushkin's Russian is palpable. Great literature enriches our linguistic sensitivity and broadens our perspectives on the world. These classical works are not merely tales of the past. They mirror modern complexities, societal challenges, interpersonal conflicts, and existential dilemmas. Pushkin's works, timeless in their exploration of human truth, offer profound guidance for our contemporary lives. 5. Conclusion. Reading as the most certain path to broadening your life. Reading is more than decoding words. It brings us knowledge and refinement beyond mere intellectual gain. It expands our capacity for empathy, offers opportunities for reflection, and enriches our lives with joy. Through Onegin's regret and Masha's courage, we can deeply connect with others' emotions, understand their choices, and reflect on our own lives. Knowledge and refinement are not exclusive to any class or education level. With books as our greatest teachers, we can explore boundless worlds. Pushkin's two works are an ideal starting point. Sometimes you'll see your reflection in Onegin's hollowness, other times, you'll draw courage from Tatyana and Masha. Observing Grinyov's growth will encourage you to reconsider your life's direction, while Pugachev's humanity will deepen your understanding of the world's complexities. Reading is never a burdensome task. It is a sure, joyful path to broaden life's horizons, understand yourself more deeply, and live a richer life. Open these two books now. Within Pushkin's enchanting world of Russia, you will certainly discover new knowledge, profound refinement, and invaluable wisdom. This experience will enrich your life in ways you've never imagined. I wholeheartedly encourage you to embark on your journey of reading and accumulate your own treasures of knowledge and refinement.